There's another heel all or all heel herb here in the wild. This heritage tree produces apples pretty much every year. I haven't done anything for these grapes this year, but they're doing well. Usually they need to be taken care of, but they'll keep hanging on there for me until I get around to it one year, and I can propagate these easily. See, here's a first year burdock, and that root should be good to eat. There's a second cut available of stinging nettle. I planted these red daylilies. The flowers and the buds are edible in a salad. Also, the younger leaves are edible, and the roots are also edible. I planted some Rosa rugosa to create rose hips for vitamin C, and they form a thicket. They'll spread and form a thicket. Last year was a better fruit year, but these pears are doing okay in the pear tree. Another pear tree. My apple trees died that I planted here, as well as my hazelnut. But the hazelnut hung on for a while, so I'm going to try hazelnut once again now that I can look after everything. 15-20 years ago I planted butternut, which is like a walnut. I guess it is a walnut, a kind of walnut. Look, we got two monarchs together. What good news. What good news. Anyway, see them? Oh. Yeah, and this is the other, this is the mate for the walnut. Looks like I have some trimming to do. Back when I also planted some buffalo berry. They seem to be doing quite well this year. I'll leave them for the birds. The buffalo berry does spread and forms a thicket. I planted this Silver King wormwood. It just survives within the grass. It's always handy to have it, regardless of how you treat it. It keeps coming up. This is my plum tree. It needs a mate, but there is wild plum over in the lilac hedge. I don't get much fruit from this plum, so I think I'll have to plant one, a cultivated one, a mate for it, and have it close and nearby to this one. Here's some white sweet clover, and there's also yellow sweet clover here. That makes up part of an excellent hay. Timothy grass makes up part of a good hay as well. And here are some red clover. We can harvest red clover most of the warm season, and makes an excellent tea. It's supposed to be good for your heart. Here's some wild chamomile just growing along the driveway. Here's another monarch on the milkweed. We've got plenty of milkweed for them. I'm glad to see them back. In my perennial garden, I have these black raspberries ready to pick. Actually getting past ready to pick. I'll get them today. These raspberries will be next as a mid-season crop of raspberries. And then we have some late raspberries here. I saved these ever-bearing strawberries from the other patch, which was flooded out and killed the whole patch. Looks like the gophers have been nipping away at these too, but I'll be able to salvage them and start to multiply a whole new patch of strawberries.